I spent a lot of years not talking about it. So,
well, you shared a couple things.
Yep.
I think we were texting back and forth.
Yep.
Right?
Or the email, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, email. That's right. And yeah, you got in a little bit to that. And I'm like, because service is what we do.
Yeah.
You know, as a nonprofit, you're serving
Yep.
people, the community, and there's no greater sacrifice in serving the country. And that just really got me and that's why I wanted to get you in because of that exchange.
Yeah. And and I found over the years, it helps to talk about it and bring it out there. And it bring it to people, some people, it brings awareness.
Yeah.
But it also, to me, it's corny and cheesy as shit. It's the typical military veteran talking about this, that. Like sometimes, like I'll tell somebody about it. I'm like, that sounds terrible. So I don't know. I pick and choose. But that's what a lot of what I did and what I do goes back to that.
Yeah.
So
that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
The whole idea behind Made Up is to provide a platform to talk about things.
Yeah.
Right. And a lot of the things that need to be talked about are things we don't want to talk about.
100%.
And a lot of the things that we need to talk about are things that, impact people privately, impact families privately, or impact the community privately.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really what this has been developed for.
Yeah. Like I always think about that, like everybody drive down the road in their car. Everybody's got their own life going on.
Mm-hmm.
So that some person might cut you off and you just, everybody's got something going on.
Yeah.
Privately.
Yeah.
So
we were driving back from Canada the other day, not yesterday, the day before, to your point here right now. So we're just beyond the Seney stretch.
Okay.
We're between Seney and Munising. And I see lights coming at us in the distance, headed east. So, we get off to the side, state trooper goes by, 100 miles an hour, hauling ass. Get back on the road, minute, 2 minutes, more lights, sirens, pull back over, boom, ambulance, right? Get back on the road, go a minute, more lights, pull back over, fire truck. And as we pulled back on, I looked over at Stacy and I'm like, those dudes on that fire truck that are on their way to whatever just happened, like what's in their fucking head?
Yep.
As you drive to that,
Yep.
like just, I don't know what was going on, but that really, for some reason, in that moment as we're driving home, just like, I just put myself in that truck for a minute thinking like, what are you driving into, man?
Mm-hmm. Not the unknown.
Yeah. Like, where's your head? Like, what's the vibe in the fucking truck?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
You don't know. It could be something with somebody called and having mild chest pains, a bad day.
Yeah.
To the other extreme. And that'd be a tough one.
Yeah. I can't even imagine.
Yeah.
In every situation that they must drive to or find, every situation they somehow find themselves in. Fuck. Like, there's no book.
Mm-mm.
Right? Like we were talking yesterday about adventure team training for coaches, and what the hell was it? Situational or scenario based training. And it's like, I don't even know how you do that well beyond what we try to do with 906, because every scenario is so different.
Yeah.
Every situation is different based on timing, weather, people involved. Like, how do you create a training manual for that?
No, there's so many variables.
Yeah. I mean, rule number 1, keep your fucking head about you.
Yep. Don't panic.
Do not panic.
Don't panic.
De-escalate the situation.
Yep. And then assess it and go from there. Yeah. It's, I remember we used to say, like, there's so many variables you don't know. Like, fuck it, we'll do it live.
Right.
You hit the situation. You're thinking as you go.
Absolutely.
You're doing it as it unfolds.
Just fucking reacting in the moment.
Mm-hmm. And that's where you have your training, because your body will always fall back on training, muscle memory, all that stuff. And you train for the broader spectrum. Because, again, like you just said, so many variables. You can't train for everything. So as long as you have those core things, I mean, you fall back at de-escalate, assess the situation, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
let's talk about your military training a little bit.
Yeah.
Because just this is relevant, actually.
Okay.
So What was your role when you were serving the country? What did you do?
So I guess we could start from back.
Start from the beginning.
Well, I graduated from Westwood, West Station Marine there.
Okay.
Four of us, good buddies, we all joined the Marine Corps together. I was kind of the last one.
Uh-huh.
My buddy Chum, he looks over to me. I think we were taking the MEP test. He goes, "Hey, dude, you want to join the Marine Corps?" I'm like, "All right." It's like just like that.
Why not?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm barely passing school. I have zero motivation in life, so I'm like, "All right, cool, let's do it." Signed the paperwork. We went down to MEPS. We signed up June of 2001.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
As you're signing up to become a Marine,
Mm-hmm.
do you have any idea what that means?
No.
Do you have any idea like the commitment you're making?
Nope.
Okay.
The recruiters,
Continue.
the recruiters try to tell you, show you. They show you the motivational videos. It's going to be hard. It's going to be this. But you don't know.
No.
I have nothing in my life to compare it to or to gauge it off from. So I'm like, all right, this is going to be tough.
What do you think is, because I went through that. I didn't end up going into the military, but I was recruited. I talked to recruiters. I almost went in. What do you feel like, how do they try to get people in? Like, what are they playing to? Can you recall?
I think each branch almost has their own direction they're trying. Like you got the National Guard offering free stuff.
Right.
The Marine Corps offers an ass kicking.
Yeah.
If that's what they offer. They
Ass kicking.
Yeah, they know it's going to be tough, and that was their shtick.
Yeah.
To weed out the ones that aren't going to be committed.
Yeah.
And if you want a challenge, here you go. This is what we can offer you.
Kind of sounds like a 906 event.
That's kind of where I was going with that. Yeah.
Right.
That's what they can offer, but the underlying effect of that is the way it makes you changes you as a person. And I was way too young we're all way too young to recognize how it's going to make us feel like I don't know the word, like how good about ourselves, the sense of accomplishment, all that stuff.
And how old are you at this time? 17, 18?
17.
Okay.
Yeah. So we signed up in June of 2001, and I actually signed up as a mechanic in Motor T, and the rest of the 3 guys went infantry.
Did you say Motor T?
Yeah.
What is that?
Motor transport.
Motor transport.
Yeah.
Okay.
Signed up as a mechanic, and because talking to one of my dad's friends, he was a Marine back in the day, and he's like, if you want to go in, sign up for something that's going to help you when you get out.
Right. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, and I like taking shit apart, so so I signed up as a mechanic. 9/11 happened, and we all looked at each other like, "Oh shit, it just got real." So fast forward, we went to boot camp June of 2002. Went through all that stuff, the training, all that, and then we got to my unit, and I'm like, "Yeah, this shit's dumb. I want to be infantry. I want to shoot guns." So
I can wrench later.
yeah. So I did what I had to do. Talk to some people, and I said, "Hey, I can do this. Let me do it." And you could go through OJT, on job training. You pass a test, you do all the stuff. They let you do it. So boom, machine gunner. And they knew I knew how to be a mechanic, so they played both of those roles.
Gotcha.
So yeah, then I spent majority of the time as a machine gunner. Rest of the time, through the various deployments, several deployments, different units, stuff like that. 31st MEU out of Okinawa in the beginning for the invasion. Came back to Okinawa after that. Spent a couple months there. I didn't even go back to my unit. Went to training department as a marksmanship instructor. So taught how to shoot. Then went to North Carolina. Deployed again went to an infantry unit in North Carolina. Deployed again 04. And that's when I got hurt the first time. End of 04 in Fallujah. Came back.
Fallujah, Iraq?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Went to Iraq.
Yeah.
Then came back from that, healed up a little bit, and then we redeployed in 05, early 2005. February of 2005, we redeployed to Iraq. We were out in the western end. That was the toughest one. Those were guys I was friends with that I had grown up with in that unit, spent a lot of time with.
Yeah.
And we got into, and that was word of the email, and in the email I told you about buddy Brian Opskar.
Yep.
Got killed. That was the one that hit home with for me. Had a few other friends in situations. They had 2 other guys got killed one time. They were on another base on the way there on the Syrian border where we were a little bit. They stopping a truck coming through a gate. But when when he got killed, that hit me.
And where were you at that time? Where did that happen?
Western Iraq. We were stationed in Korean Village, it was called.
Okay.
Camp KV. Which is kind of a weird story. Koreans lived there when they built all the highways in Iraq.
Really?
Yeah, weird.
Interesting.
Yeah, a bunch of little huts in the middle of nowhere. But we were outside of a little town called Al Rutba, which called JBCC, Joint Border Control Center, because we were at the Syrian border and Jordan border. We had two little outposts at. That was our main area of responsibility out there. But we got hit with an IED in LAV, and he got killed. And that hit.
So it was IED.
Yep, that was an IED.
What vehicle were you in?
An LAV, light armored vehicle,
Okay.
8 wheels, are amphibious.
Gotcha.
That was our unit.
Yeah.
A couple different variants of them, but that's the one that hit home for me. And throughout, even during the invasion and Fallujah and stuff like that, we were taught emotions get you killed.
Yeah.
Because you see your buddy go down and that friend of yours, you're like, oh no. And emotions take over. You want to go help him, you want to do this.
Yep.
But you can't neglect what's going on.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
obviously shit's hitting the fan.
Right. Rushing to him could get you killed.
Yep. And then you're leaving your job,
Right.
which is supporting others. But then you're in this conflict of emotional conflict, moral conflict, everything. You don't leave him alone. You're yelling for a corpsman, you're yelling for something. And as an 18, 19, I turned 18, 19, 20. 19, 20, 21 in Iraq. And you're like, you're a child.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
and those are what I feel is the most formative years of your life. I'm taught emotions get you killed.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you do that, you become cold,
Disconnected.
disconnected. You see something happen, your training takes over. Your triage, your trauma, you're putting tourniquets on, you do this stuff, and you're like, don't let emotions. You look at your best friend, but you don't let emotions. And then when like Ops got killed, that hit me.
You had been in how long?
At that time, 3 years. So that was 2005. Almost 3 years and a month. 21 years old.
Had you prepared, like as you went in, signed up, went through boot camp, all the training, had you ever considered you might find yourself in that position, either yourself or a buddy? How much had you thought about it?
Yeah, a little bit, but it's more of I can't wait to see action. I can't wait to get in action. Yeah. Like, that's what we're training for. It's what we're doing. Get in action, see some action.
Is the idea of engaging with the enemy and actually engaging in combat with the enemy, it's got to be it seems kind of, it's portrayed almost in a glorious way.
Yeah.
Mentally.
Oh, it's not.
But the reality of war cannot be.
Absolutely not. It is the worst thing you can ever imagine.
Yeah.
I tell people like I've had the best time of my life and the worst time of my life on a deployment. The best time of my life is kind of subjective. I watched my child be born, getting married to my wife. But the camaraderie and the friends you're there with hits in a different way. But then you have the worst time of your life.
Does it hit a different way because of the circumstances and the environments under which your bond is formed?
Yep.
The things you're doing?
Yep.
Trauma
Bond. Yep.
Yeah, somebody used that.
Yeah.
Somebody used that phrase actually in Margie Gessick talk yesterday about trauma bonding through registration.
It fits.
Yeah.
It fits.
Yeah.
But that's it. You're all in the same situation. You're in a terrible situation.
Yeah.
But you're there together and 100% you have each other's back. You will not waver. You will not falter. I have your back. This
situation where the IED in the vehicle, right? You got the explosion. Was it just the explosion and then the fallout from the explosion? Was there any sort of conflict on top of that? Was there any gun? Were you under fire at all?
No.
So it was IED goes off, boom.
Yep. And then you spread out. You secure the area.
Yes.
Full security, and then you're reacting to it. You're make sure there's no small arms. We had IEDs and taken small arms fire in the past.
Right.
But this particular one, no. And again, I even have as much as I think I remember it all, I don't. There's there's spots.
Yeah.
Because I've replayed this in my head.
Sure.
I can't even tell you how many times.
I don't know as people if you always know what you suppress and don't suppress. You know, when you try to recall a situation, especially a situation like that where your friend is killed. I don't know. I just think sometimes we bury shit.
Oh, yeah.
And we don't even know where it is.
I have other situations I've been in where I've tried with every fiber of my being to bury it.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't, in my mind, like you try to bury it, but you're clearly remembering it as you're like trying to like forget about it, which in my mind makes it worse to me.
Yeah.
Because I keep bringing it up.
Yeah.
And I'm sure in these situations, I've remembered things incorrectly.
Mm-hmm.
Just because it's way, I don't know, it's my way my brain works.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think like, yeah, okay, I remember this happened. And I remember after it was a couple months later, my buddy's like, no, it didn't happen like that. I'm like, really?
Mm-hmm.
I swear it did. It was over here in this. And he goes, no, you were over here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh shit. And yeah, because your brain, I mean, there's 18 million things going on at once.
Yeah.
My main focus is like, I remember trying to help him. I want to help him.
Yeah. At
that point, that's where the emotions got me on that one.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not letting this happen.
Mm-hmm.
So, they went over, you're trying to help. And I mean, it's a fruitless effort at in the end.
Yeah.
But you owe it to that person.
Yeah.
You owe everything of your being to that person in that situation.
Mm-hmm.
And then it just hits hard afterwards.
Yeah.
You don't want to accept it.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to.
Did you lose any other friends while you were over there?
I did. We lost a few.
Yeah. Was it mostly to IEDs?
Yeah, mostly.
Yeah.
That was their biggest tactic. Because it's a faceless thing.
Yeah.
And they're in the end, they're cowards. I mean, they don't want to. I mean, war's war. I mean, they're doing whatever they can to win.
That's probably their strongest play.
It is.
Bury shit.
Yep. They're burying shit, or they're sending. I mean, we found they had like corrugated metal. They were setting up with like rockets on them, and they'd put ice underneath it, like a block of ice. As it delayed, that ice would melt. And that rocket came down, hit the igniter. Whatever.
Oh no, shit!
We'd take incoming, and as a rocket would go by, we're like, whoa! And like, they sent a team over to go look, and there's nobody there because they set them up in the night. And we're like, that's pretty ingenious.
Warfare is so crazy.
Yeah, like that's pretty.
Oh my God.
And now look at it now; it's all drones.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it was pretty neat stuff. I mean, neat the way they did things, but it was faceless stuff.
So your training, I'm kind of curious. Like as you're going through boot camp, you're going through your specialized training for whatever it is you're going to do while you're in. What is the approach? Like, how do they, aside from, emotions are going to get you killed, what's the training protocol? How do they teach you to approach conflict? If you could summarize it. I'm just
don't avoid it.
Don't avoid it.
Yeah, you take contact, you yell contact left, and that's where everybody goes. Contact right, everybody goes. You get out of the danger zone. If there's an IED or something, you get out of that the kill zone or whatever, but you don't run away. You face it head on. You eliminate it, and then once it's eliminated, you move forward. Because it's only going to continue to be a problem if you try to deny it.
Has that military training, that whole idea, helped you in life outside the military?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it seems just a very common sense way to approach obstacles in life, right?
Oh, right. Yeah, but people don't like conflict.
Yeah.
People, I've noticed, and there's times I don't either.
Sure.
A conflict happens and people avoid it. People do anything they can to get rid of it. And I've done this myself. I've turned it into humor. That was always one of my defense mechanisms. But yeah, now if I notice something going on, I'm not gonna say always, but I will take it head on, address it, rectify it, make sure it's taken care of, and then move on.
It's interesting to me because, if you go into the service, especially infantry, it's almost like you're signing up for conflict.
Yeah, in this day and age, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. So, I don't know, like if you could just somehow get that mindset. to people, because whether people sign up for conflict or not, you're going to face it in life.
In one way or another.
You know, it doesn't have to, it's not always going to be armed conflict.
You hope not.
Hopefully. But, you know, whatever the conflict is, wherever it's coming from, face it, you know, neutralize it, move on.
Move on. Yep.
Yeah, that is just a very simple.
Yep. You identify it, accept it, figure out how to deal with it, make sure it's dealt with, and then move on.
Yeah. So how long in total were you in?
So I did 4 years active in the Marine Corps. Got out, tried going back in. They said no because of my tattoos. So then I did 3 years in the National Guard.
So why did they say no because of the tattoos?
So 2006, the Marine Corps was trying to re-image themselves. They had this image, everybody had tattoos. They're trying to clean it up and stuff.
Okay.
So I got out, and if I would have stayed in, I would have been grandfathered into the rules. But I lost that grandfather when I got out. Because I had 2 full sleeves. I didn't have my hands done or my palm or anything. But I had my sleeves, and at that time, the new rules were you can only have a maximum of 7, I believe it was. And if they were showing in shorts and a t-shirt, they had been covered by like the palm of your hand. Mm-hmm. And those were the new rules at the time.
What was the re-imaging all about? Why?
Clean up their act, because the Marine Corps was a bunch of hooligans, a bunch of drunks at the time.
Okay.
And that was the image that was being portrayed. And we were. 100% we were all drunks. I mean, look at the time we were in. I was in from 2002 to 2006, the height of both wars.
Yeah. So was the drinking sort of treatment?
Oh yeah.
For what you're in?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We were doing everything we could to escape reality. My unit at the time, in 2006, 2nd LAR, 2nd Marine Division in North Carolina, we had the highest DUI rate in the Marine Corps, the highest suicide rate in the Marine Corps, and the lowest retention rate in the entire Marine Corps. The Commandant and Sergeant Major of the Marine Corps came to our unit, got us all there, and basically comes in front of us, goes, "What the fuck is going on?"
I was just thinking, what the fuck is going on?
Because our deployment schedule.
Sure. The frequency of deployment, or
so what they would do is, so it was supposed to be a 7-month rotation, 7 on, 7 off. So you had time to decompress all the stuff.
Yep.
What they would do is if you were with like a weapons company or something like that, you got dispersed to your line companies, Alpha Bravo, Charlie Delta Company. So say Alpha Bravo Company deployed. Okay, they go either Afghanistan or Iraq. They would come back. And then what they would do is, okay, well, you guys know what's going on. So they would take a lot of those guys, switch them to Charlie Delta Company, send them right back. Because you're now in a different entity, you're a different company.
Right.
So we can deploy you again. And also you're home for a couple of weeks and going right back to combat. And then in modern day, we would go from combat or being, say, in a high-stress situation, end of your deployment, all of a sudden you're back home with your family in a week and a half. We left our outpost in 2005, Korean Village. We left, it was like September 29th, 2005. We flew to Al-Assad, Iraq. It was like a 2-hour flight on a helicopter. From there, we were in Kuwait, basically same day, or 1 day later. And I remember we were standing on the tarmac waiting to fly out of Kuwait. We had to be there till our commanding officer gave it like 12:02. He's like, "But we're in country, October 1st, so we got combat pay for the month." Yeah, so tax free for a month. So he kept us there, and all of a sudden we're back in North Carolina. We're getting reunited with our families. I don't know, 15 hours later. So you're going from a high stress combat situation to being with your families maybe in 2 days. You do not have time to decompress, and nobody helps you deal with anything that just happened.
Yeah,
I mean, I just got dirt on me from Iraq. And now I'm unloading off a bus. Stateside. And I remember we got back to North Carolina to our unit off the bus. We landed in Cherry Point, got on buses, 2-hour bus ride maybe. And all of a sudden we get off the bus and their advance party had already gone home. So that we got off the bus and all of a sudden my buddies hand me beers through the crowd. And like Jack Daniels is there with a barrel of like single barrel whiskey and stuff, giving them to us. We had just been not drinking. I mean, the Jordanians definitely did not give us whiskey for 7 months. Our brains are not right now. They're not in the right state of mind. All of a sudden, we're getting hammered. Mm-hmm. What do you think is going to happen? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I woke up to a guy hanging off the 3rd deck the next day. You open the door, and there's a dude hung himself, and you're like, oh, no. Shit. Yep. Because you can't deal with the situation. Our brains cannot deal with it.
So I want to go back because you said you're supposed to be 7 months on, 7 months off. So I'm assuming that model was created maybe understanding you need some decompression time.
Yeah.
Right?
I would think so, yeah.
So in theory, they had a system laid out. In, out, then you can go back in. Yep. But they didn't follow the system.
Absolutely not. Nope. The Army had year-long deployments. I don't know if they had a year rotation. I know they deploy for a year, 12 months. But the Marine Corps, we do 7. The invasion was only like 4.5 though, because we came on a MEU on the float, and that was just from Kuwait, a race to Baghdad. But yeah, it was supposed to be a 7-month rotation, but they didn't follow it.
The guy that took his life, how well did you know him? Had you just come back?
We were deployed together. I'd known him for 2 years. I'm not gonna say we're best friends by any means, but still.
Was it just that? I mean, it must be speculation, but is the sense that he just couldn't handle what had happened coming back?
He had seen his stuff. He had seen what he had seen, and we all deal with everything our own way.
Right. And
now he couldn't. Again, I'm assuming, but because I've been through this myself, you can't assimilate.
Yeah.
Because this is now what you know. You're that trauma, that high stress, that formed you.
Yep.
And now you're coming back and you're supposed to let that go just like that.
You ever watch that movie? Is it The Hurt Locker?
Yeah.
Where he's that's the guy that
and
he goes in and he disarms IEDs. Is that the right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think that's what they portrayed in that movie, right? The guy they send him home and he's like, I can't do this.
Yep.
I need to be back there.
Yep.
Like that's fucking crazy.
That's why after I got out, I contracted with the government, went right back over.
And is it just because
it's comfortable? As
crazy as that might sound, right?
Yeah, you're back there. You're with people who've been in those situations themselves. You know they know what's going on, and it's just comfortable. You're like, all right, I can forget about all this other bullshit in my life.
Yeah.
This is what I'm in. I can deal with this.
Yeah.
That was like I got back to the Middle East I got out. My last deployment was 2005. I ended up back in Kuwait in 2008 as a civilian, living out in town.
So as a civilian doing what?
Got contracting with defense, with equipment and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And
so contracted with equipment, meaning you're fixing equipment, you're bringing them equipment? What?
All the above. Yep. Fixing stuff that's blown
Mechanic?
up. Yep. Fixing stuff that's blown up, taking it out of country, getting it back to where it's got to go, get it back ready, and bring it back into them to country. And it was, you get back in over there, and you're like, all right, like I can deal with this. I know what this life is going to be. Mm-hmm. It was a bit interesting living out in an apartment building in Kuwait City, knowing they don't like you.
Yeah.
But
how'd that go? I remember how'd that feel. I mean, you're in a different country where they don't like you and you're living there.
You got no protection. It was different, but most of the people living there are not Kuwaiti. The people you deal with on a daily basis.
Okay.
It's all third country nationals.
Sure.
As long as you take care of them, you get them on your side.
So if you're over there contracting with the Defense Department or the military, whatever the right, vernacular is, you're armed?
No.
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 So you're in a place, a foreign country, they don't like you, and you're unarmed.
Yep. Yeah, no
that sounds like a great situation.
Yeah. No security, no nothing.
No security.
There's like, we'll hope for the best.
How long did you do that?
That was 2008, 7 years. 2015 was my last one. So I was in Israel. I was living in Israel at the time. And I was like, I want to be home. My kids I've missed enough of my kids' lives.
Yeah.
My kids were like 8, 9 at the time. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I got to go home. I got to stop this. So I went completely from that to working for an asphalt company.
Asphalt company?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was an asshole company.
I mean, they had their moments. But it was actually a great company to work for.
Yeah.
But yeah, totally different. But I was home. And that was a wild transition too. I went from...
It's got to be.
At that time, I remember my boss would call me. He's like, we need you back to... And in between there, like I lived in Saudi for a while. At least in Saudi, we lived on a compound,
Mm-hmm.
which was for good reason.
Mm-hmm.
I remember my buddy Mike went to IKEA and we watched 2 Germans get murdered in front of IKEA in Saudi.
Jesus.
Yeah, and I remember we had a bounty on our heads.
Really?
In Saudi. Yeah, we pulled it every day. We'd go to get this. We did what you're not supposed to do. Like, you're supposed to deviate your courses, be unpredictable.
Don't have routines.
Yeah, we did. We stopped at a gas station every morning. I'd go get my mango drink and an ice cream cone.
Get your Crystal Oil coffee.
Yeah. And we'd go see the same guys. They're from Nepal. They're Nepalese guys, good dudes, and they'd like seeing us. And I remember one day we pulled in, and the guy's like, "No, you got to go." And we're like, "What?" He looks back, he goes, "ISIS." And we're like, "What?" And he's like, "You go." And we look around the building, and there's a bunch of dudes hanging out back. And we're like, "Oh, shit." So we definitely did not become armed at that point. And because we asked the guy, we're like, "How would somebody protect themselves here?"
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, "Yeah," he kind of told us deal.
Yeah.
So we did. And hell yeah, we were armed at that point.
Wow.
I mean, the company it was a big no-no. But it's like, at the end of the day, there's a saying, I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't care what that company thinks.
Yeah.
I'm coming home.
Right. That's the goal.
That's the goal.
Yeah.
So
You know, for people, I can. I've got some other friends that were in the military, not are, and I've heard the same thing. If they've seen action, that guys just didn't want to come back, and not just guys, women too.
Right.
Just whoever's serving. I guess I can kind of see it, because I think once you're in that world and you live in that reality, that intensity.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to do something to you.
You're chasing that adrenaline the rest of your life.
Right.
Yep.
And like, I'm imagining if you've seen live fire, live action, conflict, warfare, death, to some degree, coming back to the normal world that most people live in, it's got to just seem fucking like, what is going on here? It's weird, because you shouldn't want to be in conflict.
Right. That should be the last thing you want to do.
Right. But I can see how it changes a person's wiring.
Oh, yeah. And even my mom said I'm not the same person from when I left to when I came back.
Yeah.
And I have to remind myself, I'm guilty of this. Like, I see people freaking out about little things, and I'm like, get over it. Like, you don't know what hard is.
Right.
And then I'm like, all right, stop that way of thinking. Everybody handles things differently.
Right. Well, I mean, to what you said, you don't know what hard is.
Yeah.
Well, to the level that you've seen hard, they don't.
Right.
Right. And it's because their world doesn't allow that.
Right.
Thankfully.
Right.
That experience.
Yeah. But that's how, like, my brain's wired now. I instantly go, you don't know what hard is. And I've actively been trying to not do that. Like, all right, like, if there's a way I can help them deal with what they're dealing with, I will. But I don't put my way of thinking on them. If that's a way to say it.
Let me ask you a question. So that training piece, emotion gets you killed.
Yeah.
How do you reconcile that training with being a husband and a dad?
Should probably ask my kids that one.
Well, maybe we'll have them on.
Yeah.
But seriously, how do you reconcile that?
It's tough.
Do you feel like you still follow that mode? Is that still somewhere in the software running?
And my kids will be the first to tell you, like, I was not the parent to come to for hugs and kisses. I was the one who taught them, or I did my best to teach them how to live, how to survive, and how to be a contributing member of society. I was hard on them. And I'll admit I was too hard on them.
How old are they now?
18 and 19.
Okay.
Yeah, my son lives in Nagani now, and my daughter lives in Gladstone. I was hard on them. I was probably too hard on them. I probably should have. I would have done things differently. Yeah. And I talk to them now, and I explain what I've learned, because I mean, when you're a first time parent, you have no idea.
No.
You could read any book in the world. You can talk to anybody. God, it is. I
don't think that there's no book, right? I think there's some fundamentals that people could sort of embrace.
Oh, for sure.
But aside from that, man, it's fucking. You got to figure it out yourself.
Ooh, do you ever?
Yeah.
Do you ever? Because nowadays with this world, like,
Yeah.
and it's good now. Like my son's older, and I can talk to him, and he like I apologize to him for being the way I was, and I try to explain to him like, here's the reasoning why I treated you like I did, because this is what was going on in my brain, and he can kind of understand as much as an 18-year-old boy can, and he knows he needed that discipline that I was giving him. He just didn't want it. So
Fair.
yeah,
Fair.
yeah, no, like, so I moved up here in 2019. My kids moved with me. My son did at first. We lived in West Ishpeming. Yeah, I was tough on him. I made school's regimen. You don't do anything till your homework's done. You go to school. This and that. It was hard. And they were latchkey kids. I mean, I was at work and I had cameras in the house. They hated that. So as soon as my ex-wife moved up, their mother, he moved in with her. Totally opposite household. Totally opposite. 100% different.
Yeah.
So you can imagine what happened. He dropped out of high school. He did all this stuff, dropped out, didn't want to do anything school-wise. But now he's 19. He's a cook now in Marquette. Mm-hmm. He's enjoying what he's doing, and he knows what needs to happen. Mm-hmm. And I probably should have done better at that. Mm-hmm. But again, my brain was business.
Yeah.
Business. And by business meaning teach them what to do, teach them how to live. Mm-hmm. Everything else will come secondary.
Yeah.
Or at least I told myself that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's good to reflect on it. It's good to see what you could have done different, but you can't undo it.
Cannot.
And I mean, this is where we are, right?
So there was a book, actually, a kid's book that came out. I cannot remember the name nor who wrote it, but it was for kids whose parents had deployed and been through that.
Oh.
To teach kids, to show kids like why their dad is being the way they are, why their mother is being the way they are.
Hey, can you try to look that up?
It's a good, it's a children's book. And this was 15 years ago. I remember it. But the kids read it. At the time, they couldn't really grasp it. Yeah. And I don't know what happened to the book over the years while I'm moving around and stuff.
Yeah.
But I remember at the time that was such an awesome resource for kids. Because why is dad such an asshole?
Right.
And oh God, my kids thought I was the biggest asshole in the world.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. My daughter probably
I could see that.
Yeah. I was probably a little softer on my daughter. Because I pushed school grades. You got to put in the work, and I told my kids, everything in life is earned. Nothing is given to you except a roof over your head, clothes on your back, and a meal in your stomach.
That's not far off.
Yeah.
I mean, that lesson's not far off.
I pushed it. I hammered it. Like my son would want a dirt bike. He'd want this. I'm like, great. You get C's and above. I'll match whatever money you have saved.
Yeah.
You get straight A's. I'll buy it for you.
Yeah.
That was my thing. And my daughter, straight A's.
Yeah.
All through school. So I bought her first car. Yeah. And I bought her second car. She earned it.
Yeah.
And my son's all pissed off at me.
Did you find it?
I've got 3 that popped up immediately. I Miss You, a military kids book about deployment. Heroes at Home, affirmations for military kids.
Could have been it.
Deployment, one of our pieces is missing by Cook.
Oof, I don't remember. That might have been it. Was it like all illustrated? Yeah. I think it was the missing piece one.
What was that missing piece one?
I think that last one there. But that for kids, I mean, that's, yeah. Why is dad or mom dad?
It's called Deployment. One of our pieces is missing by Julie Cook.
Sounds familiar.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Thanks for looking that up.
Yeah. And that's, I guess, one of the good things about nowadays is, as opposed to like the Vietnam days or something like that, like we have resources like this can help.
Yeah. My father-in-law served in Nam.
Yeah. Oh.
He was, he hung bombs.
Oh.
On bombers.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. I see Vietnam guys still welcome home because they never got that.
Yeah. Yeah. No, he talks a little bit about it.
Yeah.
That was tough for those guys.
I couldn't imagine.
When they came back, I mean,
every whole country hating.
They're villainized.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine.
Oh, no, absolutely not. And I've been part of a few veterans groups and stuff like that. Like down in Green Bay had a good one, the Vet Center, where you get in there and it's guys from all different conflicts, and you get in there and you can talk in a space where you all know you're vetted. You all have been to combat. so you can be a little more comfortable talking to them and opening up and stuff. And you see a lot of those Vietnam guys, and the numbers growing more and more because they realize it's you don't want to talk, but it's healthy.
Mm-hmm.
It's healthy too.
Yeah. Well, going back to where we started, talking about stuff.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want to talk about it, but you need to talk about
You
it.
need to.
Which is really important.
I've had some real raw discussions where I'm a mess. Like that also plays in why I don't drink anymore either.
Makes sense.
Because I see these memes coming out and stuff like that. Like if you want to know what's on a veteran's mind, get them drunk and ask them a question.
Yeah.
One time, I remember the last time kind of happened. I mean, and someone asked me a question.
Yep.
Bad time.
Yeah.
Bad time. I became a mess.
Emotions?
Emotions. Like, because I bottle all that stuff up. Like, don't show it. Don't think about it. But in that situation, oh God.
Yeah. So that actually makes me wonder, you know, with that training that emotions kill. So there's this programming to suppress emotion, but you know, you're human. So that emotion, like water, is going to find a way out.
Oh, hell yeah,
right?
it is.
And I almost picture like a dam holding water back.
Yeah.
The water is going to constantly be looking for a way out, a way through, a way over, a way under, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so when it finally does release, it's fucking coming.
Yeah, it's coming, whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's could probably be destructive and
100%.
leave a wake.
It will. It really will.
Yeah, I mean that's what happens.
Yep. It will. And I've gone to therapy and stuff like that, which went totally different than I thought it was going to.
Mm-hmm.
It helped. But
Sure.
But at the same time, my brain goes back and goes like, nah, I don't need this. So I quit doing it. But yeah, when that dam breaks, it can be ugly.
Yeah.
It can be ugly. And it was funny. So I find myself now as I'm getting old, the emotions are coming out more and more.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so during this year's, we'll talk specifically, I did I did the Triple Crown.
Triple Crown in a year.
In a year. Last year after the Margie 50, I told myself next year's it. It's it. I'm doing it. One way or another, we're getting this done. So I started training, and obviously, you know, my wife, and you want to talk about training? She hammered into my head, like, you need to train.
Yeah.
You need to train. So I started training, got a coach.
That's a good person to have getting in your head.
Oh, yeah. You want to talk about discipline. You want to talk about motivated.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's her. And she's pushing me out, You got to train. You got to do this. You don't want to, but do it. Mm-hmm. And it helped. It pushed me. I'm in the basement. I don't want to get up at 4 a.m., go into the basement and get on a trainer.
Were you not training before?
No.
Well, you were in the gym.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But not like on the bike and stuff?
Like before I did the Margie last year, I think I biked. I had over 1,000 miles in, maybe total. And I started towards, we'll say like July, August, I started maybe a little more structure, started riding a course, pre-ride and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And without that, you need to train.
Yeah. What kind of training load did you carry this year? I'm assuming you started in January?
Oh, I started right after the Margie last year.
Yes, right after the Margie. All right. And you come into this year.
Yep. It was the strength training was there, but then it actually involved, it was kind of neat. A lot of mobility, a lot of mobility training, stretching, stuff like that. It kind of, the strength training decreased and it just got into cross training. We started running a lot more. And then the gravel bike and the mountain bike. You got to get on the mountain bike to keep your skills, keep the punchy, your skills, make sure you can get those punchy climbs, stuff like that.
Yep.
But then the gravel and road bike to keep the endurance.
Yeah. Zone 2.
Yep. Zone 2 training.
Yep.
And spent a lot of time in zone 2.
Yep.
And it's funny, like I did all that training and then this year in the Margie, all out the window. Everything. I mean, I PR'd the first 18 and mile 20 legs locked solid. Bad day. Like literally
Cramping up?
Oh yeah. Lowe's Trail, on Lowe's Trail, I fell. You know, there's a little chunk where it's that little punchy and there's a log.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I fell down that. My left leg locked solid. I had to reach down and bend my leg because the cramps were so bad.
What was going on?
Don't know. I've never had cramps like that before.
Huh.
I was like drinking my gallon of water a day.
Yeah.
Mixing with Pedialyte, electrolytes. Kept my diet where it should be, did everything right. Had my carbs in me, everything. I'm going to use this as a cop out, but I don't think my legs were healed from the crusher. I don't know.
We had the Lambs on yesterday.
Yeah.
The family.
Yep.
And the kids and dad did the crusher.
Okay.
But they quit
Okay.
at like, was it 120? 100? Oh, they quit in Hancock.
Yeah, I think mom was 70-ish.
Yes.
And, 120-ish.
So
Okay.
to what you just said, my point to them was because they came back, they did the 100-mile Margie, they finished.
Okay.
And I said,
Oh, awesome.
based on how close those two events are and how fucking hard both of them are, it might be a blessing in disguise that you didn't finish the Crusher 175 because it left you hungry and not depleted.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Perfect. Yeah. Because I did the Crusher at 225 there on August 1st. So I gave me, 4?
Right, because at the Mass Start Crusher, you were out at what mile?
18.
Yeah, with like a blown up something.
My rear hub cracked straight in half.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right in half. Mile 18, I was with James Lennon and stuff like that. And right behind him, and all of a sudden we cross over the road, go up a climb, and you're pow. And they're like, oh, that wasn't good. And I'm like, what in the world? I thought something stripped out.
Yeah.
Pedal again, boom. Nope. Then I was like striding it out. And that's why I seen you like, how the heck am I supposed to text you when there's no service? Yeah. Like I can't. But that left me hungry.
Yeah.
Because this is my year.
Right.
Like, and then at first, like, there goes my year. And then you're like, no, you got the EX. Shit. I gotta do the EX. And
that was right while we were still in Copper Harbor, right?
Yep.
We were talking about that.
Yep. Yeah, you looked at me and go, nope, you got the EX. I'm like, shit, that's gonna be. Oh god, that's like,
God damn it, you're right.
You're right.
God damn it.
and in my mind, I had no option. I'm not gonna do it.
Right.
I already did the polar roll, and this is I've trained for this. I've had my heart set on this, and
so you were all fucking in.
All in.
Yep.
100%. And then it just took me a little time to prepare. Took me what? Because that was July. Or what was Crusher?
Crusher was July, say 16, 17.
So I had 2 weeks, and then Jeremy Hinkson came on board. He's like, "Yeah, I'll do it with you." I'm like, all right, here we go. And when we got out of the truck at Koski Corners, there it was like 42 degrees.
Yep.
I'm like, what the fuck is going on? We were freezing.
Yeah, on August what?
That was the last day of July. There's the July 30th.
It's 40 degrees.
Yeah. I'm like, what? We didn't dress for this. I'm not prepared. But like, oh, here we go. Fuck it. We'll do it live. Let's take off. And I felt good. I felt great going into that. And I knew in my mind, the only way I'm not finishing this, they're pulling me out by helicopter. Like, I will die in these woods.
I like the mindset.
Yeah.
I like the mindset.
I had no option.
Yeah.
And then we went through, and then at about mile 120, we came through, we got to Lance. I demolished a foot-long sub, had a bunch of food, way too much.
Yeah.
And Jeremy
probably paid for that for a bit.
100%. that stretch all the way back to 41, I was feeling it, and that's when Jeremy's stomach got him. And he's like, I got to bow out. I'm like, dude, yeah, you earned it, and take care of yourself.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I guess I'm going alone. That was from mile 120, about 7 p.m.
Every time somebody brings up that subway in Lots, it's like the Torrey Dupra Memorial. When we did the first recon ride for the EX in 2020, Mark was with, and Torrey and Eddie Kangases were with us till the Huron. We rolled in the fucking launch at like 1 a.m. And Torrey, all he had wanted from the beginning was a fucking sub from Subway. I actually think that was his why. That's the only thing that kept him going. That fucking foot-long sub.
Oh, it was glorious.
Well, when we got there for Torrey, it was closed.
Oh, yeah, 1 a.m.
And he looked like a broken fucking man, a shell of himself.
I believe it.
You remember that?
Wanted a sub and ended up in a back seat of a cop car.
Backseat of a cop car filling water bottles at the fucking precinct.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
He did rally. He did rally.
Yeah. To this day, it was one of the most incredible turnarounds.
It was.
Yeah.
Really?
It was. He went from just being done.
Yeah.
Put a fork in him.
Yeah. Not 1,000-mile stare. It was 1,000,000
I'm sure I had that.
Oh, God.
Well,
Hey, let me ask you a question, though.
Yeah.
So you've got this mentality. This is not getting done. They're going to have to pull me out with a fucking helicopter.
Mm-hmm.
What was the why that was driving that?
For people who couldn't. This is where it's going to get me. There's a lot of people out there, my buddy Brian for one,
Yep.
that cannot do this for one reason or that are not here anymore.
Yep.
And I know, I knew it was going to happen too.
It's all right, brother.
They would want to be doing shit like this, or they want us to be doing shit like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I'll tell you, when I came off of Jasper Knob there at the Margie,
Yeah.
I was a fucking mess.
Mm-hmm.
Luke Coleman was in front of me, and I made sure because I was fucking balling.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, this is it.
Mm-hmm.
I did it.
That's the culmination,
That's it.
right? Triple crown.
And even like finishing the Crusher, I crossed 41 coming back to College Corners on that, climb that hill. I'm like, I fucking did it.
Yeah.
239 miles. That last 30 miles was bullshit. I'll tell you that. Like, I'm like, oh, cool. I think it's supposed to be 225, 229 miles. And I'm like mile 225, I'm way out in the middle of the woods. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, this is, and where you're at, I'm like, this is bullshit. And then like, I think I told you about that. There's a one turn and the GPS is telling me to go right. I'm like, there's no fucking trail there. Where am I going? And then I see this little faint 2-track. I'm like, you fucking kidding me? And that's at the end, that segment's labeled Todd's Secret Garden. Yeah. And I was delusional at that point because I thought I was going to be done. And I remember I seen the two women coming on. They were coming the opposite way. They were doing, I don't know which one they were doing. I'm delusional. I'm like punching horseflies in the air. And I hadn't probably eaten since Eagle Mine. And they're like, are you all right? I'm like, sure, I don't know. And she's like offering me a cheeseburger and stuff. I'm like, no, I'm fine. Anyways, I ate the food. But I digress. But I just remember finishing, like, getting to that end point and, again, mess. Because people can't do that.
Yeah.
They're not here or... I mean, at the end of the day, there's not many reasons why you can't do things. I mean, obviously, there's some massive physical limitations that people can't.
Yeah, those are exceptional situations, though.
Yeah.
You know, I know there's people. I only say that because there's a lot of people out there. I'll just say bleeding hearts that they want to act like the world operates under exceptions, like everybody has some physical disability or liability, or like that. That's an exception. For the most part, what we're trying to say is, as a human, you're extremely capable.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you right now. Like 20% of my lungs are dead. Could it be the burn pit thing? I don't know. But I've been fighting this for years, and now the VA finally did the CT scans. 20% of my lungs are dead.
Who brought that up? We just talked about. I was. It's when I was in New York. Sorry, this wasn't yesterday. Toby Heath was in the service.
Okay,
he's in the community. I think he was Army. I don't think he was Marines. But we ended up talking about guys that were overseas in Iraq and stuff with burn pits and impact on breathing, respiratory problems.
And I can't say that's a smoking gun. I remember even during in 2003, I mean, I was out there stirring barrels of shit and burning shit and diesel fuel.
Yeah.
I mean, it sure played into it.
Yep.
But I just remember what got me, like, I remember biking with some people and we're climbing. I'm seeing spots. My lips are blue. I mean, they're heavy breathing. I'm like, I'm in better shape. Why am I dying out here? So I finally did it, and 20% of my lungs are dead. And then come to find out, like, have you ever heard of a methacholine inhalation test for like asthma and stuff?
No.
So it simulates exercise-induced asthma. Mm-hmm. And it's supposed to be 5 levels of the stuff. On the first dosage, I lost another 20% of my lung capacity immediately. And they couldn't even do the other ones because the guy said I would have been on the floor. I'm like, well, let's try.
So you lost another 20% as a reaction to the test?
Basically to any stressors on my lungs, exercise, stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
So when I start exercising, I lose a shitload of lung capacity and efficiency. And then like albuterol and inhalers, albuterol does nothing for me.
That was one of the things that came up in that conversation was that somebody who was over there, what he was doing was classified. So his proximity to having breathed in this stuff from the burn pits wasn't in his record. Oh,
that's fucked up.
Yeah.
I can see it happening.
Yeah.
But even ours, like, I mean, I literally walked through a burn pit looking for shit that was thrown away.
Yeah.
Like, we're stepping in the middle of thing and they're like dodging exploding cans of soda and stuff. But they never recorded any of that. I mean, even in 05, we all got sick. We all got dysentery.
Really?
We couldn't even stand up. We were so sick. There was like a dozen of us just like laying around because we couldn't move for like 2 days. And that never made it into our records either.
How'd you pick it up?
We don't know. Well, it's in their grand. So they made these grills out of expanded steel grill, you know. The grill's painted with like military grade paint on it. And that was
like a cooking grill?
Yes. Like they made these big outdoor grills.
Okay.
And I don't know where they got the steel from.
Okay.
But it was painted steel. And they're feeding the fire with pallet wood, which is treated. That probably like oil barrels and all kinds of other stuff was sitting on. That's what they're feeding the fire and grilling our steaks on. We don't know what the hell these steaks were, but so all that, and that's we're eating that. And then we come to find out too, we had like trailers, kind of like a 53-foot trailer, reefer trailer. That's what they keep the ice in and stuff.
Yeah.
And that's what they kept the bodies on before transport.
Oh.
So, and that's the ice we were using to like put in our water and shit. We don't know the details. I mean, it's not like I've ever seen like half a brain on a chunk of ice on ice cream, but
right. Well, there was some
all got
cross contamination somewhere, brother.
we all got sick.
Fuck.
And I remember laying one time and we had like a concrete pad out there and some Connex boxes. I remember laying there, my head on a Connex box, like I crawled to that point and then they're like, "Wow, what's wrong with you guys?" Like, we don't know. They gave us the medication, sent us on our way, and never made it into our records. So to his point, yeah, 100% believe half shit didn't make it into his record.
Yeah.
That's military for you.
Yeah. Go back to your why for a sec, because you know you got emotional.
Yeah.
We have memorial plates.
Yeah.
For the events, numbers we have retired through the years. You know, it started when Jack died, Jack Klein. He was the first one. We lost him. He was on a training ride, or I don't even know if it was a training ride. He was on a mountain bike ride, had a heart attack, died. It was just really like, what the fuck? You know, it was just that moment. And I'm not going to say I was close to Jack, but I knew Jack, and we would go back and forth and, you know, messenger, and, you know, we had a connection. He was kind of an old school blue collar kind of personality, and it just affected the community when he died. And so we said, hey, to honor Jack, we're going to retire number one. Well, little did I know we were going to be losing 6-7 more people, right? So we've always sort of tried to do that as a way to memorialize and remember those we lose, and as a reminder for those who still have that opportunity to show up. I just put the challenge out for next year's Margie.
Yep, show up.
You know, show up. If you're going to sign up, show up. I want to see 90% or better of the people who are signed up.
So I'm 100%, I'll admit this, I'm 100% guilty of that in 2020, maybe. I signed up for the Margie and I didn't show up.
19 or 21. 20 was COVID.
Oh, yeah. So it would have been 21 probably.
Okay.
Yeah. I made it. I signed up and I didn't show up. And that, I remember, because I signed up, I got the thing in the mail because you sent out a token.
That was 21.
Yeah. And I had it on my fridge.
Unfinished business.
Yeah. I had it on my fridge and I didn't show up because there's no way, shape, or form was I ever going to finish it. And I knew that. And I'm like, nah, don't show up. And I remember that every day. I remember that, like when I started mountain bike, I remember not showing up. So
why is that important to you, though, to show up for those who can't? Like, you would think that it would be a no-brainer. Like, we shouldn't have to explain it. Right? But yet you do, because I could put a lot of people on that mic, and they're not going to have the same reaction that you did. So it clearly means something to you.
It's, in my mind, I would like to think those people that cannot do it want those of us that can do it to do it.
I would agree with that.
So fucking do it.
Yeah.
What's stopping you? Like, for me, it's just one form. Like, was Ops a mountain biker? No. Did he do stuff? No. But he can't do it even if he wanted to.
Yeah.
These people can't do it even if they wanted to. So this is the way. This is the challenge I'm giving myself because I can.
Yeah. They don't have the luxury of taking the easy way.
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
Which it really, at the end of the day, there's a lot of talk about privilege these days. Where but really, just the privilege is actually being able to talk about privilege.
Right.
I mean, honestly, if you're one of them that's running around trying to make other people feel bad about privilege this or privilege that, I mean, you better go look in the mirror, brother.
100%. That's right.
I mean, that's the pot calling the kettle black.
There's a great way to put it.
Fuck.
Yeah. And I don't know. I told myself I'm going to do it because they cannot, whether it was their thing or not. It's just one of those things they cannot do. Mm-hmm. And it's something I can. And I know I can. And I'm going to fucking do it one way or another.
It's a way to sort of honor them?
Oh, 100%. 100%.
You respected them?
Oh, yeah.
Loved them?
Yep. 100%. So it's my way of honoring them and enjoying something that they can't. And hopefully they're looking down going, fuck yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I hope you're in pain.
Exactly.
And I know that's what you did. I hope you hurt. I hope this sucks.
Yeah.
But you're going to fucking do it.
Right. It's kind of dark humor, isn't it?
Oh, 100%.
Isn't it fucking great? If
you would have heard Luke and I on the Margie the entire time we're together, oof, you want to talk about dark humor.
Yeah.
We're struggling out there. Like this year, we got the full, like I said at the end, the full Margie experience.
Yeah.
And
it's the best way to get it.
Subjective, but yes.
I mean,
right.
You got the full value for your dollar.
It is without a doubt.
Yeah.
We maximized our time out there.
Yeah. I mean, if you're locking up rigor mortis style on Lowe's, you had a long pull ahead of you.
Longer than I realized. And, but yeah, we got the full experience. And that was another thing. I have my why. We all have our why.
Mm. Well, not everybody does, though.
I feel if you don't have a why, it would be damn near impossible to go through some of this stuff. Like, I think
there's a lot of people that don't have a why.
They're just
because we're living in a world that you don't need a why. Think about it. I mean, you're in the service.
Yeah.
Your why is I want to fucking go home.
Yeah.
Right. I want to survive.
Yeah. And it's my in the service is I want my buddy to survive too. He's here, so I better fucking be here too.
You're put in high pressure, high consequence, fucking all chips in the middle of the table situations.
Mm-hmm.
You know, most people's reality is they get up and it's like, I don't even fucking know like what I'm doing or why. Because it's so fucking comfortable. What's the high consequence? They can't even fathom one.
Right. Yeah. I guess
that's the unfortunate thing.
Yeah. They live their life and just scroll and go through life.
Go to work, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Nowadays, maybe. Yeah, hopefully.
Or I'll go to work and maybe work.
Yeah. Slime your way through a work day, collect your paycheck and go home. Yeah.
When you joined, so what I heard you say was you're 17.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have a defined path.
Mm-mm.
You don't know what you're going to do, and somebody suggests service in the military, joining.
Yep.
Let's be Marines.
Mm-hmm.
Hoorah.
Yep.
And you said yes.
Yep.
Okay. So that was at that time. That was your why, or maybe the lack of having one. You went into the service.
Yep.
During your time in, and then with 9/11 and everything that happened, and then you're sent overseas and you're seeing live action. I'm just curious how did the reason you were there or your why evolve from the 17-year-old who just didn't really have a path laid out in front of him, and where in this because I get it, you're over there and you and your unit, you want to survive.
Mm-hmm.
You want to be there for each other, that, brotherhood, etc. Where is the element here of serving your country? Duty. Is it in there? Or is that not existent?
Well, it's not a big part of it.
Okay.
We served because we love our country and stuff like that. But it's not like we were over there or serving over there because we were afraid the U.S. was going to get invaded and taken over.
Right.
So we're not. 9/11 happened, and this is where I go off. I can go on a soapbox here. Like, there was no threat to America in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, 9/11 was obviously horrific.
Mm-hmm.
And you can go on your conspiracy theorists and stuff like that, and I can go down my rabbit hole.
Mm-hmm.
But we were over there for each other. That was our sense of duty. America was not going to get invaded. We were not protecting the homeland from something like that. Maybe we were stopping future single offhand attacks for sure.
Yeah. Terrorist attacks.
Yep. We were maybe mitigating those. Mm-hmm. But at the same token, we were creating a lot more of those with the things we were doing.
Yeah.
Because we don't want somebody in our neighborhood telling us what to do. What do you think it's going to do to us?
Right.
So.
Well, those attacks were occurring on you, on the troops? Or at
some
home?
of those. But yeah, so we had attacks on us too, because they don't want us there.
Right.
And I feel we were creating more terrorists by doing what we were doing. Mm. We were pissing them off so bad, they want to do whatever they can to get back at us, which I get it.
Yeah. That's the human condition.
Yeah. So we were over there for each other.
Okay.
And that was, at least I can speak for myself.
Mm-hmm.
That's just that's the way I feel about it. I know everybody has their
everybody's going to have their own perspective on it.
Right. I'll say I was scared of the U.S. being attacked again, like a 9/11 thing. Yeah. And if maybe we were over there doing what we were doing and it could stop something like that happening.
Yeah.
That was a reason we'd be there.
Yeah.
And sometimes that was just what we told ourselves.
Yeah.
Because some of the shit we did.
Mm-hmm. It needs something to justify it.
You need something.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's so fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
We needed something, whether it's take the blame off of us, take whatever. Fucking war is hell, man.
Yeah.
And they say only the dead see the end of war.
Yeah, it's true.
But yeah, we were over there for each other.
How has so? What's your view now that you're out? You're here. You're in a community. How is that paradigm around service and brotherhood? Like, who's your people now? Is it just your family? How's that? How's that influence your life as a civilian?
I still have my disciplines. I still have stuff like it's weird, the shit that I grasped onto.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I wear pants or shorts that have belt loops, I wear a belt because the fucking Marine Corps beat that into my head.
Okay.
I have my commitments. I take commitment seriously, and I take the discipline seriously, and that's translates into my life.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I don't know. I still take if any job's worth doing, it's worth doing right.
Yeah.
That was beat into me, and I use that every day.
Worth doing well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As best to your ability.
Yeah.
A lot of those disciplines have transferred over, and that and in the Marine Corps being a cult that it is, if you're going to call yourself a Marine, you should hold up to that standard.
Yeah.
So as much as there's days I want to be a shitbag,
I'm
like, oh God, I can't do that.
Why do you call it a cult?
Because it's a cult. It's there that mentality, that stuff is beat into you so hard.
Is that a cult or just high specific standards?
Both. I think
yes.
In the Marine Corps, and if you ask former Marines or the other service branch members, they'll tell you the Marine Corps is ridiculous on those standards.
Mm-hmm.
And the way they do some things is so disciplined, it's over the top.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember we were in boot camp, and you have to go. You're in the chow hall, you get your food, and you go to get a drink, and you go get your cup, you go get water, and you had to put your hand over the top of the cup and carry it and walk back to your chair. And or you go get a piece of bread out of thing, and you had to hold both hands on it. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And finally they told us, when you're carrying a live fucking grenade, you want two hands on that thing.
Oh.
You want to cover it? And I'm like, oh, all right.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So everything's intentional.
Everything's intentional.
Yeah.
And just the Marine Corps takes it to that kind of level.
Yeah.
And I try, I'm not always, I I don't always do this, but I make a cognizant effort to hold those standards in my daily life.
Yeah.
At work, at the end of the day, I clean my tools. I put my toolbox away. Put them in my toolbox. Do I always do that? No. There's days I just want to get out of it.
Get the hell home.
And go home. And I'm just like, fuck it. That's a tomorrow problem.
Yeah.
But and also,
what percentage of the time do you think that you hold yourself to your standards? A scale of 0% to 100%.
60 to 70%.
60 to 70%.
Yep. I'll give myself a little leeway, whether I call me being my shitbag self sometimes. Now, if you ask Katie, she'll have probably a different story. Like, I don't
being what? What does that mean? What would she say?
Like, I don't get out of bed first thing anymore. She's always up before I am, and like I slime my way out of bed and stuff like that. And
she's up early.
Oh yeah, we're up at the latest probably 5:30 in the morning.
How regimented is Katie?
100%.
Yeah.
Yep.
So scale of 0 to 100.
98.7.
So she's fucking militant on holding the.
She has her way of thinking. She's disciplined, and she sticks to it. She sticks to what she says she's going to do.
Yeah.
And it's awesome.
And she, I'm assuming she has a system, certain things that would be her own personal standards for her life.
Yeah. She knows. She has what she keeps her level of stuff, her level of cleanliness in the house, or all this stuff, her level of training.
Yep.
And it's that. It's when she's on her training, it is that. Mm-hmm. She's not gonna. If she's supposed to run an hour today, she's not running 58 minutes. She'll do an hour and 2 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, if she's not supposed to run at all, she's running her mile. Mm-hmm. She's gonna do it.
Yeah.
And I love seeing that.
Yeah.
Because then I'm like, oh, God, I feel like shit.
Yeah.
Like, all right. Like this morning.
Well, it's kind of motivating, right?
Oh, 100%.
If you're hanging around with a person like that.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if you're not hitting the bar.
Well, that's the reason I love her so much is because she improves on me.
Yeah.
She holds me to a higher standard.
Yeah. That's, that is one of the main fucking points to what we're always trying to model through, culturally with 906 is you want to be surrounded as much as a pain in the ass as it is to be hanging around people that have high standards, high work ethic, accountability. That's a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Because it's kind of hard to fuck off in that environment.
There's no rest.
There is no rest because it's like,
down.
Christ, I hang out with a bunch of fucking psychos.
Yeah.
But it forces you to be better.
100%.
And you might not always hit 100%, but on average, on a daily basis, you're going to be better than you would be if you hung out with fucking people who are just coasting, right?
And that's that point alone, God, people need to realize that over the years, as you get older, your friend group changes. Like I used to have a bunch of friends I was hanging around with, this, that, and the other thing. And my friend group now is so small.
Yeah.
I saw like this weekend, we got dirt bike weekend at camp. Buddies I hang out with, my core group of buddies, they're successful. Mm-hmm. We're going to act like the exact opposite this weekend, but that's our weekend. Either way, you surround yourself with people that are going to hold you to a standard, teach you something, make you a better person in general.
Yeah.
And that's our group it's pretty unique because there's someone from each aspect. Mm-hmm. We got an engineer, we got another business owner. One of my buddies was a nurse. You have all these other people, and we're all fucking off out there crushing beers.
Right.
But yet we're all learning from each other. Right. And the company you surround yourself with is going to be a direct reflection on you.
1,000%.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean,
I try telling the kid that works with me, he's young. I try telling him this all the time. I think he's 22. You surround yourself with successful people and you too will be successful.
I think one of the hardest things you could do on the whole topic of doing hard things is intentionally surround yourself with motivated, high standard driven, motivated motherfuckers.
Yep. Because some people just don't know, like, well, how do I do that?
Right. And when you hang around those people, it's going to be uncomfortable.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yeah. It is going to be fucking uncomfortable.
You're going to feel way out of place.
Yeah. And
in a way, I hope it makes you feel like shit. Because some people need that swift kick in the ass to change.
Yeah. The thing is, too, I mean, when you get into a group of people like this, and that's just sort of that cultural norm is hard work, like digging deep, grinding it out, dark sense of humor, blah, 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 blah. That structure's in place because you're surrounded by people that also care about you. And they give a shit about what happens to you.
Yep.
Right? And they're not going to sugarcoat it and try to tell you it's going to be easy because they fucking know it ain't.
Mm-hmm.
And that's sometimes I think that tension point that some people, you know, when they come close to our events or our organization and they're like, you know, it's like, that doesn't feel good. Well, it doesn't always fucking feel good.
I hope it doesn't feel good.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
right.
that's actually lesson number one. It doesn't always feel good.
Mm-hmm.
Boo-hoo.
Growth doesn't feel good.
It
sometimes.
does not feel good.
No.
It's fucking rough.
It's rough. Like during Margie's here, Luke and I were like, we came into Jackson Park 2 about, I don't know, 11:30, midnight. And we're like, do you know what the fuck we have ahead of us still? Like, fuck. Like, but I was like, do you know what we just did? Do you know what we've been through?
Yeah.
Like going up on Deer Shit Trail in the rain.
Yeah.
Like, we could have fucking died.
Yeah.
We're walking down that edge.
Yeah.
And the whole time we're just bitching. But we're like, do you know what we have to do? Like, oh, we're fucked. And it rains again. We get in Dirty Mary. It starts pouring on us again. Like, this is stupid. This is dumb. But we only have 20 miles left.
Right. So that's when you're leaving JP2, right?
Yeah.
You remember what Addie said yesterday? How she got through that last part? She said the way that she made it seem doable was, well, it's just the mini.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah. Just the mini.
And there's a lesson in that for people where the Margie, if you think of the Margie 100 as a whole, that is mentally daunting.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And even when you're in the event itself, the idea that you're in the Margie Gessick 100 is daunting.
Mm-hmm.
So finding ways to take really big things conceptually down into smaller parts.
Yep.
And her throwing out, I mean, she's 14. Fucking smart as shit.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's so awesome to see kids doing that shit.
Yeah. A lot of credit to her parents, you know?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I mean, we had Ella on here a couple weeks ago. You know, her ability to handle herself on a mic and answer questions and communicate like an adult. I mean, what is she, 16, 17, 15? I don't even know. Teenager.
Yeah.
And then John and Addie yesterday, same thing. Like, I actually was messaging with their parents this morning and, you know, just complimented what a fine job they did in the interview.
Yeah.
And just said, you know, like, seeing them and seeing Ella a couple weeks ago, like, that's our aspiration or my aspiration for all kids is to be put into communities and surrounded by adults that'll help produce more kids like that.
That's what we need.
Yeah, that is what we need.
100% what we need.
Fuck.
Don't shove an iPad in their face and
No.
put them on the couch.
And, you know, nothing against that, an iPad and shit. Like, I don't want people to think that we're old fuckers that, you know, think that we should get rid of computers. But
Right.
But it's having some structure around how to use it. Use it as a tool that enhances your life instead of something that undermines it.
Yep. Not a distraction.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was talking to a teacher last night. We had the volunteer appreciation over at Ordoc.
Yeah, I missed that. I should have been there.
Yeah, I'm kind of passively calling you out on that. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But I was talking to Terry, and I asked her, like, hey, how's it going? You know, how's the school year? Because she's a teacher. And she made some comment about, you know, how the kids are distracted. Mm-hmm. And we kind of got into the conversation. It's like, well, why are they distracted? They're in school. And she said, well, they're so accustomed to having their attention on these devices that when it's not, they're just hard to get centered, you know?
Yeah.
So I think that there is a lot of truth in if you spend too much time on these things, like you just can't focus on anything.
100%.
And if you can't focus, how can you accomplish anything? Mm-hmm. You can't.
Yeah, but I mean,
nothing hard.
Right. Yeah, nothing hard. No, because you're the. Yeah. Again, you can get into different ways of thinking, but it's the dopamine, it's the whatnot, it's the instant gratification. Yep. Everything's right in front of your face. Whereas you do anything hard, it's not instant. Mm-mm. You're playing the long game, and that is so uncomfortable for so many people.
Well, think about for you. after Margie last year, kind of getting this headspace. I'm going to do the Triple Crown next year, and the runway on that is long.
Fuck yeah.
And it's full of potential, issues like what happened at Crusher, where now, because you get one shot at each one.
Uh-huh.
So your bike blows up and you're like, fuck, now what?
Yep.
Well, there was a now what?
Yep. Thankfully I had an
So
option.
you pivoted.
Yep.
But that's what you have to be prepared for. And those things that have a long runway, there's also a lot of shit that can go wrong.
Yep.
And you have to be ready to pivot.
Yep. You can only prepare so much, but you need, again, and there's so many aspects that you need to be able to control what you can control. I couldn't control that my hub was going to explode at mile 18, but like, oh shit, that happened. So what can I do now?
Right.
What can I do now? Because I'm doing this, or I'm saving this, or I'm not going to let that little thing derail my goal. Thankfully, I had the option to do the 225, whether I liked it or not.
What did you think of it? Let's unpack that ride.
Well, remember I told you the next coaching, it was enlightening. It gave me so much time to deal with myself by myself through the night, through 18 million swamps.
There's only a couple.
Just a couple. And the adversity, so after Jeremy left, I'm like, all right, put my headphones in and started, and I took off 441 going to Herman there. And I remember you come over and there's that little 5-mile loop before you go back to the highway. And I was convinced you did that just to go through a certain swamp. Because there's a swamp in the middle of it. And as I'm going through, hauling my bike through the grass, I'm bitching. I swatted a horsefly and I knocked my earbud out into the swamp, into the water. I'm like, are you kidding me? So I'm like digging around in the water. Like I knew where it fell. I'm digging around. There's like a spider crawling on me. Motherfucker. And I'm like, I couldn't find it. I'm like, all right, well, here we go. So I had one earbud in and I'm like just pedaling along, just pissed. And it was like what, 3 miles in after I left Jeremy anyways. So after that, I got to Mount Kerwood, and I took the other one out. I'm like, nope. And I actually put it in a little box for the next person to.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. They're going to be like, what the fuck is one earbud in here for? But so after that, I was on my own. No distractions. I dealt with everything. I mean, you want to talk about conversations with a person. You want to talk about some shit to deal with. You want to unpack your brain. Put yourself alone in the woods at night. Doing hard shit.
Yeah.
And I'd never done the trail of no return before. Never done that before. So I see it. I'm like, what the fuck is this taking off to the right? Then I seen the sign there. I'm like, you shitting me. I've never been here. I don't know what I'm about to get myself into, but I know it ain't good. And it's all grown in. And I see like this tiny little, again, I'm like, fuck. So I started going in there. That sucked. I'm hauling my bike up and I'm like, there's no way anybody can ride this.
No.
So.
No way.
I'm just going up it and I'm like, this is so terrible, but this is awesome. Like I'm uncomfortable. I'm struggling, but what other opportunity can I have to do this?
Yeah.
And we're out there on our own. We made the decision to do this.
Right. And you are legitimately on your fucking own out there.
Oh yeah. 100% you're on your own.
Yeah.
I mean, you have no cell service out there. You got nothing. No. I had my Garmin InReach with me, my Mini, which was a pile of dog shit that didn't work and died halfway through it. So
did it?
Oh yeah. And I had used that a couple times before.
Yeah.
And it worked doing like live track and stuff.
Yeah.
But that time it just died on me. Yeah. So I literally out there by myself.
Yep.
Did it bother me? That part didn't bother me at all. I actually embraced that part. Like, I mean, if I die, they'll find me when I don't show up for a day and a half. I mean, my body might be look a little weird, but I enjoyed that, being so disconnected from everything.
Is that just because that's how you're personally wired? Is that any tie back to military training or military experience?
No. I think I'm guilty of being too connected sometimes. And Katie will definitely tell you that too. Like there's times I spend too much time on the phone, stuff like that. I'm too connected. So I really enjoy that. And that told me like, you need to do that more.
Yeah.
that was my kick in the ass. Like, I enjoyed that so much. And I remember even telling Jeremy, like, as we took off, like, wonder what it'd be like to do this alone, and not thinking I would.
Yeah, you found out.
Yeah, and I found out, and it was different, and it was enlightening. Like, I actually was able to have a conversation with myself, bring things out of myself, and realize I got through the trail and no return, and I'm like, I just fucking did that.
Yeah.
Climb up the backside of Arvon. I'm like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
That was terrible, but I did it.
Yeah. That's a 1-2 punch, eh?
Yeah, that wasn't cool at all. but you do it, and like, to your thing, you're saying you got to take like the Margie as a whole. You got to break it up, like those things, and you take those like, cool, that was a win. Let's keep going. What's next? And I was like, in my mind, I'm like, it's a fucking swamp. What's next? Or another hill?
It doesn't let up.
Absolutely not.
Because when you get even past Arvon,
oh God, no.
You know, there's no home stretch. That should be a T-shirt. There is no home stretch.
There is none. There's no. I mean, you get after, even when you get before Bros and Hubcaps, that's sand on Ford Road.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So at that point,
that sucks.
When I hit that, my knee hurt so bad, like I could barely walk. Like that's what I told you. I tore my meniscus on that ride.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, and I hurt so bad. There's at one point I couldn't put my hands on the handlebars. Like these two fingers are still numb. And again, I had the entirely wrong saddle on the bike. Is the one that came on it. I'm like, I'll just use this one. Bad day.
Yeah. Got some hot spots, did you?
Understatement. But it's just telling myself one more mile. And that was the same with the Margie. The cramps were so bad.
Did you use pickle juice or anything?
I think my body was half pickle juice.
Yeah.
I drank
and it
so
didn't
much.
and it didn't resolve it?
Nope. I was taking salt tablets. I was I had my nutrition on point. I felt I had carved up enough. I was eating my probably 80 grams of carbs an hour, 80, 90-ish. And I was keeping my calories. I had my calories in. And I don't know what it was. But through those cramps, I told myself one more mile. Because I'll admit, there was times like, I don't know if I'm going to finish this. Going up Mildcat there before Pine Knob, like I had stopped and was on the side, kneeling down, trying to stretch my quads out. And I was like, I don't know how I'm going to do this because I know what's coming up. And it is not good.
Fuck, if you're a Mildcat. Mildcat?
Why, yeah, wherever you take that right up to start going before Pine Knob.
Yeah, I mean, that's before Lowe's.
Yeah, oh yeah. That's where, because I came through the first 18. I PR'd it, did it like an hour 40.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm feeling great.
Well, you paid for that PR.
Fucking A, did I?
For about 100 more miles.
Yeah. I got through Ramblin' Man, and I'm like, all right. So I got on there, I stopped. I'm like, okay. I'm like, that feels a little weird. Took off again. And that's when Jim Lennon, I caught up with him, and we kind of get, it's funny, he and I met on the first Margie 50 2 years ago.
Oh, no shit.
And trauma bonded.
Uh-huh.
Oh, we were hurting it. God, it was ugly. But got through there, and then when we got to Mildcat there, I just stopped, and he took off, and I was in so much pain. God, so much pain. And I was like, you know what? One more mile. What's it going to feel like? One more mile. One more. That's it. I just kept telling myself that over and over. And finally, Jackson Park won. They kind of went away. So I dealt with him the whole, that 65 miles.
Yeah.
When I got to the bottom of Mount Marquette, though, came through Scary, got down there, we stopped. There's people down there, drank some pickle juice, and there's a guy down there. I don't know his name, don't know who he was. But he's like, how you feeling? And I'm like, I'm feeling terrible. And my quads locking up. And he's like, jump on the tailgate, and he rolled out my quads.
Oh. He probably felt better.
Holy shit, did it.
Yeah.
I'm like, and he had a massage gun. I don't know who that guy was, but if he's listening to this, thank you.
I wonder if your legs were loaded up with lactate.
So he gave me Rolaids. He goes, what are cramps? He goes, lactic acid. So he gave me some Rolaids too. I don't know. Could have been. But I do remember. So I did a pre-ride week before Margie. Short one. I do my little loop because I live in South Marquette. So, up Gorgeous, Girly Doctors, Scary Down. And I did that loop. And I was coming down the bike path. I went to cross back over Front Street down there by Cal's. And I pedaled and I cramped. And I'm like, that's weird. And I'm like, man, all right, just one-off thing. It was not a one-off thing. But either way, like, so going back to the whole grand scheme of things, one more mile and I had my why. And in my mind, I think no, I shouldn't say that. I was almost going to say, I think you need something to propel you through the dark times.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody's different. Everybody's going to have that thing, whatever it be. I had mine.
Mm-hmm.
I also had my reasoning, like, I got to prove a ton of people wrong because I'm not an athlete by any means.
Well, who are you proving wrong? People that don't think you can do it?
Yep. There's that. Those people out there. There's those people that know I'm not an athlete. Knew who I was like my entire life. Like, what the hell is he doing out there? Like, because people tell you that I grew up with, like, I am not an athlete.
Have you had? So I'm just curious. Have you had people openly doubt you or question you why you're doing it, or even your ability to do it, or are you sort of manufacturing that concept of?
I'm probably 100% manufacturing it.
Okay. And nothing wrong with that, because actually that's, I don't know, you a basketball fan at all?
No.
In The Last Dance, 10 episodes about the Chicago Bulls from Jordan's heyday.
Okay.
One of the things they talk about was that Michael Jordan was like this fucking expert at, if there wasn't like something there to motivate him, he would create a scenario.
Oh.
Like he would create a scenario where somebody disrespected him so he could go out and drop 60 on him. It's actually, I mean,
Whatever works. I mean,
the series, if you've never watched Last Dance, if you like entertaining television, it's actually really fucking good.
Okay.
And getting into the mental headspace of athletes that play for the Bulls during that time, it's fucking fascinating.
Interesting.
But so probably
I've never had
fueling
Yep.
whatever you're doing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, but that's a little bit of the motivating drive.
Yep.
Proving you can do it.
Yep. And a lot of it proved to myself, like knowing, like doubting myself, like you can't do this. Who do you think you are? Like,
Right.
You're not built for this. Your body's fighting you in every step, every turn. My body's fighting me. I'm like, fuck that. I'm going to do it anyway. Mm-hmm. And in the end, like, no, you can do this. And I remember in boot camp, we were at the end of boot camp. We're in the Crucible. It's like a 3-day evolution. You hike about 55 miles over 3 days. You carry 3 MREs. That's all you get for the entire evolution.
Otherwise, you're full equipment.
Yep. I think we're carrying like 60 pounds, 55, 60 pounds.
Yep.
And during that, you only get a couple hours of sleep.
Yep.
They have different scenarios where you have to think.
Yep.
Under mental exhaustion, all this stuff. And I remember I was dying going up a hill, like almost in tears. And I'm dying. And my drill sergeant comes up next to me and goes, your fucking legs will go till you die. And I'm like, oh shit. And I remember these things.
Yeah.
And he just growled it at me and walked off.
Yep.
And I'm like, all right. And to this day, like, my legs will go till you die. And I tell people that. Like,
yeah.
And so I take that. I'm like, all right, I don't think I can make it up this hill. Well, your legs can. Mm-hmm. You can do it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what's like. I see kids doing this stuff, and I would like to think that they're learning that at such a young age, that they can do this.
They need to learn it.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah. Do they ever? But it's such an awesome opportunity for them. Like I see kids like out there doing this stuff, and I'm like, fuck yes. Mm-hmm. And I love seeing those kids. I'll give them a high five and stuff like that, and you see them get all jacked and excited. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, God, I wish there was more of that, and I wish I had that as a kid.
Yeah, what I love seeing is, or trying to help program kids to do the work for the sake of the work. Mm-hmm. Not for what you're going to get.
Right.
Not for the fucking prize, not to be on the podium, not to be celebrated like you're a rock star. You need to be able to go through life doing the work for the sake of the work.
That's the prize.
That is the prize.
Yeah.
The work's the prize. And there's too many other, narratives out there that sort of celebrate.
Yeah. The result.
The other stuff, the results.
Yeah. That's a byproduct. That's a good byproduct.
Yes.
But the work is, because the work is what's going to change you.
Yes. That prize or that podium, that's like a spiff.
Yeah.
That is not the thing.
Right.
That is not the thing.
And I've known some people think that's like the end. No.
Nope.
No,
there is no end.
There is no end. Like I'm still training now. I mean, my training's changed.
Yep.
I'm running more now because I have a goal in my mind for running.
Yep.
Next year's gonna be running for me. I'm not a runner. Like last time I ran was in the Marine Corps when I was probably 150 pounds and 25 years ago.
You got to change your body for that.
Yeah.
I've
lost, in the past, since Margie, I've lost 10 pounds or so.
Yeah.
And I'm slowly ramping into it. But yeah, right.
That 10-pound loss is probably just all the inflammation leaving your
That was
body.
100% it. That was 100% it. And I was like, I got on a scale, and Katie goes, yeah, that was inflammation. It is what it is.
It is, but it's still 10 pounds.
10 pounds.
It's 10 pounds of something.
Yeah. She goes, that's inflammation. Whatever. But I mean, when I started running with her, probably 2 years ago, I was running a little bit. I mean, I was 215 pounds. That was a heavy 250 pounds.
Mm-hmm. How tall are you?
6'1".
Okay.
And I'm down to about 194 this morning.
Wow.
So, I mean, I feel better.
Yeah. You probably feel better just because you're carrying around less weight.
100, yeah. That's a big thing too. And I didn't run from probably, like I said, August. I didn't run that since July. I didn't run up until after the Margie, probably a couple weeks ago. Mm-hmm. Well, and this year I mixed a triathlon in there too. Mm-hmm. I did my first triathlon. It was a sprint triathlon, a Door County triathlon. So that was actually pretty cool. Learned I cannot swim in open water.
That was bad time to find out.
Very bad time.
Do you sink?
Yeah. So like I can swim in a pool. I had a friend of ours, she taught me how to swim in a pool. So I got, okay, cool, I can swim in a pool. I got my wetsuit and I would go down to like the Coast Guard station and jump in the water. I'm like, I do my little bit here, and get familiar with it and stuff like that. Open water is such a difference.
Different animal, man.
You can't see the bottom anymore. Mm-mm. You got to deal with the waves. And in a triathlon, you got 100 other people like they're kicking you in the head. Mm-hmm. That was a bad day. The swim was bad. Mm-hmm. Like I jumped in, took a mouthful of water, coughed. I took another one, almost died. Got like halfway through, and they're like, "We're gonna pull you out. Like we don't think you can make it." It was like a 400-meter swim. Mm-hmm. Like, we're gonna pull you out. I'm like, "No, I'm gonna finish this. I got this." And they're like, Mind you, a lady had a heart attack in the water half an hour before me.
Oof.
Yeah,
that's a bad place to have a fucking heart attack.
Yep. There's actually 2 people on that triathlon had heart attacks. Yeah, one a guy on the bike. Either way, so after that, they both survived. Okay, so that bike, he went down. The 2 people behind him were paramedics.
That's interesting because in a lot of these events, there's a lot of people in healthcare that end up doing this stuff that know how to respond.
It's a blessing.
Yeah, I hear that often, that when there is some sort of medical event within a lot of these events, somebody in close proximity to the situation has some medical background.
That's, I wonder, there's a good correlation there too. Yeah.
Well, one of the things I wanted to ask you was, so within our community, a common professional backgrounds are, and this would be whether as coaches or as event participants, healthcare worker, education, teachers, professors, mental health, and military.
Oh, yeah.
Particularly a lot of times vets, people who were in and are now out. I was going to ask you, is there any... When you're in the military, this is a whole different level when you're in war. But, you've got that brotherhood bond of getting through something. Mm-hmm. Do you think there's any similarity when you're put into like Margie and everybody is out there at 2 a.m. and all you got is whoever is there on the trail with you? Are there some parallels there? Is 100%. That's been my sense, because it's like, why are veteran after veteran after veteran that I talk to who have come into the fold as a coach or an event participant or both, what we do, our mission, our message, our ethos statements, it resonates.
Yeah. For me, I think I like the structure of it. The structure, the rules are kind of laid out. It's easy. I mean, it's easy. Here's what I got to do. The structure, the discipline of it. And like you're out there on the trail with somebody else, they're suffering right along next to you. Yeah. So you have that bond right there.
Yeah, what you have in common is suffering.
It is. And that person is going through they might have other things in their life affecting them, but you guys are in the exact same spot, the exact same time, trying to climb this damn hill that's now mud.
Right.
Yeah, watching that guy that just took a misstep slide right back down beside you guys, and I think that's huge.
You know what's also a little interesting is, and this is all sort of, I guess, maybe by accident, but it's something, even if it was done by accident, we should be able to learn from it. So if suffering in the middle of the night, trying to get through something together is what bonds you, okay, that's cool. That's a good thing, right? Because regardless of who you are, where you're from, what you do for a living, what your political position is, all that shit's out the window at 1 o'clock in the morning in the middle of Ramba. Nobody gives a shit.
Right.
Right?
100%.
It's the last fucking thing on your mind.
Right.
So that's a good thing. You got this super hard experience. You know where you need to get to, and you're going to do it together.
Yep.
And then the other piece that's really interesting, now that we're just sitting here unpacking it, is you've got that stuff that really aligns your motivations and your energies to work in the same direction, and you have somebody else to blame for it. You have Danny or Todd.
That's right.
Right? So it's like those fucking signs that I put up the first year that were like just a last minute idea. It's like this perfect little recipe.
It works. And I think that's on another level that I don't think maybe more do, but like I didn't realize it at first. Because you're looking at it at face value.
Right.
Like, these two assholes just created this route to make it as hard as possible, do everything the hardest way.
Right.
But there's more to it.
A lot more to it.
There's more to it.
Yeah, there's an intention to it.
Yeah.
There's like a desired, I know Danny would say the same thing too, because I think Danny's the same way, that he wants to see people do hard shit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Right? I mean, we're all in that same headspace. But the only way that you learn you can do hard shit is to go through the hard shit and do it. And sometimes it might take you 1, 2, 5, or 7 times before you complete it. But that's just, again, that's the prize. That work is the prize.
God, is it ever? Like I look back on this year, like, holy shit, I did a lot of shit. But like I give credit to the people like who don't finish the margin and come back year after year after year. They know what they're getting themselves into. Yeah. And they show up.
Yeah.
God, that's something.
That's got to almost be harder.
Oh, 100%. I think so.
You know, there's a guy from South Carolina. He's not done. He's Jonathan Hicks, I think is his name. Yeah, Jonathan Hicks. 7 times. Hasn't got her done yet. I think he missed this year because there was some sort of knee situation going on. I think he needed a knee replacement. I should actually check in on him. We should give him a fucking golden ticket. Jonathan Hicks.
Okay.
That's going to be after we get off here. We're going to fucking dial him up.
Just imagine the feeling he's going to have when he does finish. 7 times of not completing.
Yeah.
All that, it's going to culminate into that, coming around that corner down Main Street and seeing that finish line. I'll tell you, I came around a corner this year, just balling again.
Yeah.
I was like, I fucking did it. And
what time did you roll in?
It was like almost 22 hours.
22. Where did Lennon finish, James?
Half an hour before me, hour before me.
Okay, so you guys did end up finishing pretty close to each other.
Yeah.
Do you see that finish Chris and Wade had? Sprinting. No. You didn't see that?
I don't think so.
She right at the 8:30 a.m.
Yeah. I did see it. Yeah. Yeah, God. Imagine that feeling. Like you come around and she had been looking at her watch and seeing you guys down there, giving it everything she has.
I can still picture her coming into view at the far south end and turning and looking. Minute 45. And I looked at Christian. I'm like, it's going to be fucking tight.
Yeah.
But she missed by 14 seconds.
But she spent all night out there the whole time.
I know.
And it's even the people that come in after, like, they knew they weren't going to finish in time, but that doesn't derail their plan.
Yeah, Mel.
Yep. They're still out there. They're still going to finish it.
Yeah, I think she came in like 9:30 or so. That's something that started happening now in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Because this had not happened, the last 2 years. This had not happened previously. Yep. People were getting to a point and they're extrapolating. They're like, I'm not going to make it. Fuck it. They're going home.
Yeah.
Now, there's just more of this attitude. You're going to have to fucking take me out of here with a helicopter.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And they're staying out there and they're seeing it through. Like at dark now, we'll end up with, I think at dark this year, for Margie, we had 400 people in the woods. We still had 400 people in the woods after midnight.
I remember hearing you say 700, and I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah. It's shocking how many people now they're embracing that darkness. They're going into it. It was not this way before.
People just,
And even at Crusher this year, I know when that front end was so slow because of all the single track.
yeah. Fucking bridges.
The bridges, the bridges of ice.
I hate shit so bad.
Yeah, well, you're not alone.
Oh, by the point trail? There?
Yeah. Even at Crusher, like we were extrapolating numbers kind of mid-afternoon, early evening, and there was a point because of how slow the first part of the long one was. We're like, I don't know if anybody's going to finish because it averages your speed out to the finish. It actually got faster and it improved, but the number of people we had out there through the night and then into like, what the fuck was it? Noon, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, Sunday. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I mean, I view it as a good thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Because there's more people they're finding that whatever their why is, they're finding the why that keeps them and guides them through the dark.
Keeps them going. And it's just, not giving up on that. Whether, again, finishing in time is a bonus. Like I had an initial goal of finishing 18 hours.
Yeah.
At mile 20, I'm like, that's out the window.
Oh.
And then.
Yeah, when you're cramping.
Yeah. And Luke and I are like, we're on a finishing pace. That's it.
Yep.
That's it. We just want to finish. If I would have came in at 24:59, 23:50, whatever, minute left, I don't care. Even if I would have finished over each finish. And I think, the ones like you said, that it's harder if you're out there after the time cutoff and they finish. Yep. The time goal is out the window. So they're 100% on relying on their why they're going to finish.
Yeah.
Yep. They're out there. They're exhausted.
I mean, the why, when things are going well, when things are going really good and you feel good and the weather's good and it's sunny out, you could say that the why is less important.
Yeah.
Because things are going well. Mm-hmm. Anybody can hang in to do something when it's going well.
Yep.
But it's the moment.
Fun.
What's that?
You're having fun.
You're having a good time. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
But you get the real test when shit starts going sideways.
Oh, yeah.
And it gets dark and it's cold and like things start to unravel.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Compounding bad decisions. And then now if you don't have a why or at least a drop back to like, just like maybe an identity with somebody who doesn't quit or whatever, or one of the ethos statements, if you don't have something that is your fucking break wall, you're in trouble.
You're in big trouble. Yep.
Yeah.
You're in big trouble because then your mind takes over and starts, it all, like you said, unravels.
I've been using a compass analogy lately for different things because I've had a couple speaking engagements. But the way I'd use it, like I'm always saying, like, what's your true north? Because a magnet is driven off the magnetic field, of Earth. So the red needle, the red end of the needle, is driven to true north by a power that you can't explain, but you can trust it. You got a map and a compass. You can navigate. You can get where you need to go. A compass is not emotional.
No.
Compass is not driven off of your internal motivation today or your feelings, right? True north, that magnetic field is boom. That's the fucking power that orientates it. And that's what a why is for somebody. Like when you get into those fucking situations where it's fucking chaos and your emotions are starting to come into play and these fucking narratives that you got going on and the things you tell yourself, like, fuck it, I don't need to do it. Nobody cares. Whatever. Having a true north.
Yep.
It's unemotional. It's like just this power that you can't even explain, but that's what keeps you on track.
Yep.
That's how I'd explain having some sort of compelling why in your life.
Yeah. Yeah. You got to have some kind of reason. You got to have some kind of reason. Otherwise, it goes back to what we were talking about way earlier is people just kind of through life.
Because in any situation that why, it's going to help you navigate the situation, good or bad.
Yep.
But it's got to be something meaningful.
Oh, yeah. Because there's going to be some dark times. There's going to be some bad times.
Always.
That why, that true north is the only thing that's going to pull you out of it.
Yeah.
That's it. I've had plenty of those situations where you're just in you're low, that negative headspace, that everything. And God, it's just dark and dismal. And all of a sudden that comes back into your mind and you're like, all right, let's fucking do this.
Yep. Let's fucking do this.
That's all there is to it.
What time we got? 10 to 12.
Yep.
You probably have shit to fix.
I actually left my schedule a little late.
Did you?
I got a couple things.
You should, you started your own business, right?
I bought into an automotive business.
You bought into an automotive business.
Yep.
What is the business?
That's Lemoyne's Automotive and Motorsports there in Nagani.
Okay.
So the name's going to be changing here.
To what?
So we're taking suggestions.
From who?
Anybody and everybody.
Who's we? You and your partner?
Yep. Me and my partner. Because the original owner, he retired. So it's under his name now. And now we're going to change it. And people, customers, clientele that come in and stuff have been asking. We're kind of telling them preemptive, like, hey, name's going to change. And they're like, oh, what's it going to change to? I was like, I don't know. What was suggested? What do you think? Like, oh, yeah, that's a good one. So I think this is like Irontown Automotive. You know, it's Nagani. We're in Nagani. So I think I come up with a good logo. I don't know, but I'm open to suggestions.
Okay.
So something in the community, because that's what we do, take care of the community.
And where is it located?
305 Division Street, Nagani.
Okay.
Right behind the fire department.
Yeah. So you fix shit if somebody's got something that's broke.
Fix a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there's a few things I don't do just because we're not equipped to do it.
Body work?
Don't do body work.
Yeah. I think I heard you say that earlier.
Yeah. Don't do alignments. Don't do tires. But we do power sports tires, motorcycle, four-wheeler tires, stuff like that.
Brakes?
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Do brakes.
Yeah. That's what I got. And I got a Nissan in the air right now doing rear brakes on it.
So it's well, partnership, I guess. But now you're kind of controlling your destiny, right?
Yeah. I'm the one there day to day. The other partner there, he's got his thing going on too.
Okay.
I'm there every day. I'm managing it, running it,
okay,
making sure everything's happening, scheduling everything. So yeah, I'm the one that's there making it happen, and he comes in, he does his thing too. And the goal is to be on my own with it, to buy him out of it here in whether a year, 2 years, something like that.
Good.
That's my goal.
So you got a plan.
I got a plan. And I'm working towards that. And it's nice. I basically, well, this is funny. Before Margie, like I'm looking across the street and the Epic Trail pops out right in front of me. And I'm watching all these people train and pre-ride. I'm like, ugh. I'm here just working on stuff.
Yep.
So I've seen everybody on the Heritage Trail up there. So
yeah, being an owner it's not for the lighthearted. It's not for the, I mean, you gotta have an appetite for hard shit.
Yeah.
You know, because you can't get up and blame the big guy upstairs, because you are the big guy upstairs. And if some decision is stupid, you probably made it.
Yeah. And I take the full weight on my shoulders. Like I've worked plenty of jobs, and I mean I've had no hesitation on quitting a job, taking another one. I mean, Katie gives me shit about it all the time. I've had 4 jobs this year, and it's always been for somebody else. And now it's not.
Yeah.
What a different feeling.
Yeah.
Like like you just said, you can't blame the big guy upstairs.
No.
Like, this is 100% on me.
Yep.
And that's a weight. There's a weight on your shoulders. Like the success depends on the decisions I make.
Yep.
And there's going to be some wrong ones, but you got to be able to pivot.
Yeah. I mean, you can't make a right decision if you never make a wrong one.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah. 100%.
That's one of the little secrets of life nobody teaches you.
Yeah. And with that, though, you got to be accountable.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, you just got to make decisions.
Right.
I see some people. Some people are just paralyzed by having to make a decision.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's like analyzing is just like an activity that they perpetually participate in. Yeah. Instead of doing anything, they're just thinking about doing stuff.
Or they just want to put the decision on somebody else.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's been times like that. What do you want to eat? I don't know. What do you want to eat? I don't know. I mean, little things, but yeah, make a decision. And when in those times, do something.
Yeah. Just do something.
Well, I mean, maybe wrong.
Yeah. That could be a shirt too.
Yeah.
Do something.
Do something. Yeah. Yeah. Otherwise, you're just paralyzed in fear or whatever. I see that a lot.
Well, we appreciate you coming in today, brother.
Oh, thank you.
And talking about your experience in the service, and we appreciate your service.
Oh, thank you. I always tell people
and your continued service as a coach and participant in all things 906.
Yeah. I don't know about next year. I think next year I'm taking time off of the Margie, though.
Yeah, it's okay.
I don't know. Luke's trying to talk me into the duathlon.
That's all right. I mean, hey, I look at service as something that it's a next man, next woman up scenario, and you know, our lives are always ebbing and flowing around different commitments and things, family obligations, jobs, etc. So sometimes we see it all the time. People got to step back.
Yeah, well,
that's a point for somebody to step up.
if I don't participate, Katie and I talk about we're gonna put up an aid station.
Yeah.
Because we just want to see people come through and
absolutely.
like that's what we'll do. But I don't know. I also want to do the duathlon.
He wants to do the duathlon. Have you signed up?
No.
You want a golden ticket?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I have golden tickets. I'm gonna fucking give you a golden ticket.
Well, it's just like same thing.
I'm giving you the code to register early.
It's same with the Crusher. Same thing when my hub exploded. You told me no. You have the 225. Like, God damn it! It's pure pressure.
I'm just here to help.
That's exactly what you do, man. Here to help.
All right, we're out of here.
Sounds good.
Over and out, brother.